Reaction from Pennsylvania Democratic Congressman Shaka Fatah, one of my favorite guests at the convention. He always calls them as he sees them. Congressman, there is this issue about these jobs numbers, right? I mean, the unemployment rate, let's say it does keep going down, but maybe for all the wrong reasons, and you know how these things are figured. Which does the president tout? Which should Democrats tout? I have kind of an idea. What are you saying?
Well, look, before I came on, I tweeted a few things on Twitter from Fox News. One is a report from January of last year that told us something that we've known for 50 years, which is that 10,000 baby boomers a day are retiring from the workforce. So the idea that people are leaving the workforce is actually not news, Neil. We've known it was coming for a long time.
Well, this 368,000, this number, which might be part of it, was larger than thought, right?
I tweeted it out because it's got the Fox News banner on it, so I want you to take ownership of it. It's a report that says 10,000 a day, every day, and this was reported January of 2011. And the second thing I tweeted was a Fox News report about the December jobs report in 2008 that said this was the worst job situation in 60 years in America. Now, I agree with John Sununu. I saw him down in Charlotte. He's a great guy. And I agree with him when he says the only problem with beating up on America is that the rest of the world looks worse. So we're making progress. And so I know a lot of Republicans are popping champagne today on this bad news that we gained jobs again for the 30th straight month. But it's a lot better than those Fox News reports that I put out on Twitter. And I put them out because I want people to know that what I'm telling you is the absolute truth.
All right, but I know when you tweeted, sir, you were fair and balanced in your tweet, and you understood the difference between apples and oranges, right? And you understood that when people... I didn't put any words in it. I just tweeted the actual news story from Fox. Well, I could tell you there's an earthquake in Italy, you know. But my point is that's apart from people who leave the workforce because they can't get work. And in this latest month, 368,000 were like that. You're quite right to look at the trend and for the 30th straight month of job gains, but they are paltry job gains. And the numbers are what the numbers are. Are you worried that whatever hype and excitement was in the convention center when you and I were there, it could dissipate very quickly to Americans who look at this and say, what's all the partying about? We're hurting.
Well, look, you put the politics aside. We want to celebrate the fact that over 4.6 million Americans have gotten jobs in the last 30 months. Every single month we've made progress. And when you look at that Fox News story about December of 2008, where you said that this was the worst job situation in 60 years.
No one doubts, but you know, Congressman, like I told you then, no one doubts where we came from. No one doubts the severity of what this president inherited. I just think it gets a little long in the tooth and a little old to just hang on to that. We all know what the president inherited. We all know the mess he had. We all know that apparently there was not a Democratic Congress that was looking at the same mess at the time. What I'd like to address with you is, what is the point at which you gain ownership and responsibility for the mess right now?
We take ownership of the fact that moving this country forward, the president's done the lion's share of the lifting. If he had a little help from the Republicans in Congress, so many more Americans could be at work.
Are you kidding me, Congressman? You had the run of the table for 2 years. Come on.
Here, let me just tell you this, right? We've had a situation where the president's had to do this almost on his own. And you know it, and I know it.
Come on, buddy. He had a Democratic House. He had a Democratic Senate. He had the world was his oyster for the first 2 years. You might be very right. Since then, he's had battle a lot of those nasty Republicans and all their evilness. But the fact of the matter is, it's not as if he was a victim here, right?
Hey, look, the president didn't create the baby boomers and their retirements.
Oh, man, oh, man.
So if we're losing 10,000 a day and you got 300,000 for the month, it might tell you that these numbers work in concert one to another. You have people leaving the workforce, but the other thing you have happening is you have new jobs being created, and 96,000 more families are better off. That makes 4.6 million better off under this president's leadership.
You're good, Congressman. You're good. All right. We're going to have more after this. Stick around.